Welcome back to another video. It is currently 5:58 in the morning. We've just got back from the gym. I'm going to chat to you in this video about the foods that I've been eating during this marathon prep. I'm not going to go over breakfast that much because I have the same thing every day. It's just some cereal and protein yogurt. So I keep that pretty much the same, but later in the video we'll have some different stuff in there. So yeah, gonna eat this, do a little bit of work, and then I've got my first client at 6:45, so I'll have a shower and then head to that, and then I'll be home at around 10 for my second meal of the day. I just finished some breakfast and did a little bit of work, sent a couple of emails and a program through to a client. For those of you who didn't know, I'm a personal trainer at a local gym here, and a lot of my work ends up being at the computer doing programs for people. But anyway, had my first meal, had breakfast. Now it's 6:15. I'm going to have a shower and then get ready for my first client at 6:45. So I'll see you when I get back from work. Alright, so PreRun Snack is prepared. I'm going to be having some sourdough toast, 2 pieces of sourdough toast, and on the sourdough I'm having pure butter and pure honey for some extra carbs, and then also for some hydration I'm going to have a cup of tea as well. My electrolytes did arrive the other day, so we're going to be having electrolytes again, which is cool. So basically just making sure I get plenty of carbs in. I'm doing a speed workout today, so it's going to be a hard effort. Need to make sure I'm fueled properly for it. I'll have my electrolytes probably before maybe 15 minutes before my run, and I really know that I have enough carbs in me for the workout. But yeah, I'm going to eat this, do a little bit of work while I eat this, and also plan out what I'm going to have for lunch and dinner. I'll see you guys when I'm going for a run. I need that energy. Alright, food's digested, it's time to go for a run.
You have a way of making me sweat when you walk in the room. My heart skips a beat. And who said that you could sweep me away? I stumble over all I long to say to you.
So that wraps up my speed workout. It was a pretty hard run, but that's what they're all about. They're meant to be making you a faster runner. So yeah, my average pace was 4:45, which I mean is pretty good in considering I did 1 minute recoveries in between, so that's including the slow 1 minute recoveries. My first split was 4:23, and then 4:37, 4:32, 4:41, 4:42, 4:44, 4:49, 4:48, 4:45, and 4:53. So I definitely went out a little bit too hot at the start, and I had to back it off a little bit. But I think that's normal. You feel like you've got heaps of energy, so you go out hard, but you just need to know when to bring it back and make sure you last the whole workout and make it an effective one, not just go out fast and then have to stop, which I've definitely done before. So the run was 10 2-minute intervals with 1-minute recovery in between. Give it a go. It's around 25-30 minutes, including the warm-up. Yeah, all right, let's have some lunch. All right, lunchtime, so we're gonna have some rice, beef, mince, avocado, and some eggs. Something super simple and quick to whip up, really making sure I get enough protein in. And for lunch I usually have some leftovers, but we don't have anything left over at the moment, so just going to make something up from scratch and go from there. So here is my lunch. Pretty good looking lunch, nothing too crazy. Took me about 10-15 minutes to cook up. And I've got my protein, carbs and fats and some veggies in there as well. Nice easy one. I definitely have some left over for tomorrow's lunch as well, which is nice. So I'm gonna go and enjoy this, and yeah, I'll see you at dinner time. Alright, so dinner time. It is just me home, but I thought I would do a roast chicken and then I can have leftovers for the next couple of days. And so gonna have roast chicken for dinner, and we've also got some broccoli, cauliflower and potatoes. This is parsley and basil mixed with olive oil that we'll smear over the top, and we're gonna put a lemon and onion with it as well. I was gonna have kumara with the potatoes. We don't have any kumara, so yeah, let's get into it. So the chicken's got about 18 minutes left. It is smelling so good at the moment. Wish you guys could smell it. And then the potatoes, I got the potatoes on a bit late, mainly because I was filming as well, so it took a little bit longer, but the potatoes have 30 minutes. But it's good to let the chicken rest for a little bit before I eat it. It's got to cool down too, so once it cools down I'll pull it apart, and then hopefully the potatoes will be cooked by then. The reason I wanted to make this video wasn't necessarily just for the sake of making a video on what I eat, but to talk about how important food is when you're doing a whole lot of training. I'm currently running 5 times a week and weight training 5 times a week, and that, you know, that's a lot of energy that I'm expending, and my body has to recover from it. Food's almost that number one thing that's going to help with your recovery, food and sleep. We need to make sure that we are getting the right food in, and enough food in is a big one too. A lot of people are getting overuse injuries, which a lot of the time can be due to not replacing enough. Try to mostly eat whole foods. Doesn't always happen, and sometimes we get some takeout, like I said before, but for the most part we try to eat as good as possible, so I know that I'm getting the right nutrients in to support my training. It doesn't have to be an entire roast chicken like I'm cooking tonight, and I don't always cook this, but I thought it would be something nice for me to have. But just something as simple as some chicken breasts, some rice or potatoes, chuck them on, 10-15 minutes for chicken and rice, and some broccoli, or maybe a little bit longer, 30 minutes with some potatoes, and yeah, you've got some good food in you. And at least get sort of 3 meals in throughout the day, especially if you're running and weightlifting, and then make sure you're having some snacks in between there. And if you feel like you're losing a whole bunch of weight, then it's probably a good idea to bump those calories up, unless that's your goal. But still, it's probably not the best way to lose it by, you know, being in a big calorie deficit, because your body's not going to be recovering from the workouts. Let's check this chicken. That is looking pretty good. 13 minutes to go and we'll have ourselves a nice dinner. Look how much chicken. Seasoned it ourselves as well, so we know exactly what's in it. It was farm fed, so yeah, it was pretty good. It was just over $20. And we've got some gravy there as well, which will be good. Just use the all the juices that came out of it. Looks pretty good. That is the final dish. I'm gonna go and enjoy this. I've already had a couple of tasters when I was shredding the chicken, so I already know it tastes good, but definitely give it a go. Seasoned, like I said, seasoned myself, so we know exactly what's in it, and it tastes bloody good too. That lemon really makes a difference, so yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy this now. Now, I would usually enjoy this whilst I'm watching some TV, but I've got to edit this video, and yeah, I've got shit to do, so I'm going to 6:50 now. I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna lock in and get this done. One thing I think people sort of misunderstand about eating healthy or eating well is that it has to be boring. It has to be plain chicken and rice, and you have to slave away at it every day, but you don't have to do that at all. And this sort of shows that you can still make a healthy meal, but also make it nice as well, make it enjoyable. You know, the sauce that came out of the chicken ended up being a gravy, and I poured it over the whole thing. But yeah, it's just an example of, you know, make it nice, make it enjoyable, and then you're going to be able to stick to it for a long time. So I can eat like this forever if I wanted to, but might be a bit of an exaggeration. I might have to get some takeout at some point, but you know what I mean. I can eat like this 6-7 days a week, and then get some takeout the other when I don't feel like cooking or something like that, but at least my diet's consistent. I know that I'm getting all the right food. My body's going to recover from my training, and I'm going to have more energy overall to do things like this as well, to work, which is, to be honest, this takes up a lot of, pretty much most of my time, so I've got to have energy for it, otherwise I'm just going to be drained. My work's not going to be as efficient, and I'm not going to be able to get as much stuff done, so it's quite important. Food's, you know, it's a full circle thing, so you've got to get it in. Alright, so it's the next day now. I had a good sleep, and now I'm back to editing this video. I just finished some English muffins, and I just wanted to say, you know, this goes to show that I don't eat the exact same thing every day. You know, I'm eating these to replace the sourdough that I was eating as my carb source before I go for my recovery run in about an hour's time once this digests. So you don't have to eat the same thing every day. You can make it interesting, but I think the biggest thing is, what I've found, you just need to make sure that you're getting your protein, fats and carbs in from mostly whole foods. You'll figure out what foods do and don't work for you, but for the most part my diet consists of mostly whole foods. It's the best way to get those nutrients in, and I believe my performance, my recovery, my energy is so much better from it. So I definitely recommend trying to eat the best you can, and then enjoying yourself sometimes too. Yeah, that wraps up the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.